There have been many great debates in this world around camping, but our favorite has been the ongoing battle between tents and hammocks. There are plenty of pros and cons to both options, but some people swear that one is better than the other. What's up, Internet? Kern 1776 here to have a little discussion with you. Whether you should stick to tent camping or give sleeping in hammocks a whirl, this is entirely up to you. Just be sure you know what you're getting yourself into first. So with tent camping, any great outdoorsman knows more or less what to expect. After all, people have been tenting for as long as we can remember. Even though it may seem like tenting is a clear answer when it comes to which option to pick, it still has some downsides that many people, even seasoned outdoorsmen, forget to take into consideration. So some pros of tent camping are, they're easier to move around in with generally more usable volume or space. You can set up camp basically anywhere that has a flat surface, of course. You can normally keep your gear inside. You can escape the weather conditions fairly easily. And you can customize what you sleep on, like sleeping pads, inflatable mattresses, etc. But there's also some cons to tent camping. You're limited to certain types of terrain. Good luck if you want to put a tent down on a windy night at the beach, or if the ground has a lot of roots or is real rocky. Packing a tent can take up a lot more room, not to mention adding a couple extra pounds to your pack. And tents can take a good amount of time to set up and even take down, especially if you're by yourself. And let's face it, communal sleeping isn't all it's cracked up to be, especially when you're back to back with somebody that's snoring a lot or can't freaking be still and be comfortable. And then we've got hammock camping. In recent years, hammocks have really evolved to become the latest thing in the camping world. They've come a long way from the first rope hammocks that were close to impossible to sit on, let alone sleep in. And even though hammocks are the latest hype, are they the best option for you on your next camping trip? So the pros of hammock camping are, ground conditions are irrelevant. Doesn't matter what the ground conditions are. You can even hammock over water if you wanted to. Most of them are small, lightweight, and easy to fit in your pack. The setup and takedown time can be much quicker than a tent in a lot of cases, and you can even do it by yourself very easily. But of course, that's subjective to what sort of hammock gear you're using. And lastly, you get to experience camping at a whole new level that you just can't in a tent. It's really different and it's really freaking awesome. And then we've got the cons of hammock camping. Trees and other supports need to be present and they need to be at specific distances. You can't hang on a hammock when the trees are only 2 feet away from each other, and you can't hang on them when they're freaking 50 feet apart from each other. And of course, if there's no trees around, you can't hang your hammock up anyway. Depending on the hammock, it can be difficult to maneuver inside of it. Most all your gear needs to be stored outside of your hammock. If it rains and you don't have a proper rain fly or a tarp over your hammock, you're going to get soaked, and so will all of your gear. And if you toss and turn while you're sleeping, or like to change sleeping positions throughout the night, then you're probably not going to be getting lots of sleep in some hammocks. Every camping trip is different. Sometimes it's clear as day which option to go with. You wouldn't want to take a hammock to sleep in on your trip through the Great Plains, but you wouldn't want to take a tent to sleep in on a steep mountain, unless, of course, you're feeling extra bold. So this is a quick video on the pros and cons of hammock camping and tent camping. Which one's the best for you? Are you an expert in one or the other? Let us know what you think is better down in the comments below, and be sure to like, follow, and share with your friends. Love you, mean it. Bye.